Hey guys, so in this video, I just want to cover a little bit about some video editing. There's some questions about if I make a video and I mess up, how do I get rid of the part that I mess up or add a new video to the end of it to get rid of that? So I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. I'll cover some other things in some other videos, but I find if we do too much at once, especially tech stuff, some people get overwhelmed, so I'm breaking it down for you. So for this first part, basically, if you've got a video editor, go ahead and open it. If you don't, you can use OpenShot Video Editor. You can go to Google and type that in, or you can go to openshot.org, and it's going to bring you to this page. I'm going to go ahead and go down to the bottom down here, and I'm going to click this download button. It might say different version for you, depends on what thing you're on. It should read what kind of platform you're on, and you'll see this download button. You're going to go ahead and click that. Once you click that, then you're going to have to go find how you install things, and that's going to depend on your computer. Once you have it installed, you're going to go ahead and open it up. And it's actually going to open up with a tutorial first. I've used it, so it's not going to come up with a tutorial for me, but that's what you'll see initially. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to explain the different parts for you. So here are the videos or the things that you bring in, that you're bringing into this program to allow you to work on them. Then down here, you'll see all these tracks. If I go over here to the right, I can scroll. The tracks are basically different things. These are the things you're working on. The tracks actually don't matter. I like to start in track 0 and work my way up. But for basic things, you'll just be working in one track, and you can use whichever one you want. Here is going to show you everything you're actually working on. So let me show you for an example. So right here, I said that's the stuff that you're bringing into the program. So in order to do that, there's two ways. One, I can go in here, right click, then click import files and click my left button, and it'll bring me to something. I can go find the file, click open, and then I'm good. Or I like to do a click and drag. So I'm going to click, hold my left mouse button, bring it here to that little green thing appears, let go of my left mouse button. Now I have a video in here. So what I'm going to do is bring in another video. So same thing. So now I've got two videos I can work with. Now, I'm not actually working on any of these videos yet. In order to work with one, I'm going to take it, click once, then I'm going to, so it's highlighted, then I'm going to click and drag it down here. If I drag it over here where there's like a space here, basically that's just going to be black video before my video starts. So I'm actually going to bring it all the way over. There might be some reasons you want to do that, but just for what we're doing, I'm not going to go over that yet. This little blue cursor is what allows you to see where you are in the video. It allows you to move through the video. So you can see here shows what my video is. So I'm going to go to a part in my video that I might want to edit out. Okay, now these seconds is actually very slow, so I like to zoom out a little bit because I think it's nanoseconds or whatever. So I'm going to try and find the part right before I start working out. And that is right about here. So if this is the spot where I want my start video to start, or let's say, so this is the part I messed up and I want to get out. What I'm going to do is go right next to where this cursor is. I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to have this option called slice. I can go keep both sides, which will keep a video here and a video here. I can go keep left side, which will keep this side. Or I can go keep right side, will keep the right side. So I'm actually going to do keep both so you can kind of see it. So I'm going to go keep both sides. Then we're going to see is it kind of broke this up where there's two things now. So there's video 1, you can see it's highlighted in blue right here. Video 2, now this one's highlighted. So this part is all the stuff that I don't want anymore. So I'm going to click once with my left on there, with my left mouse button. I'm going to click delete on my keyboard, and then it's going to go away. So now I don't have my video there, and I can click this one, and now I don't want all this black space, so I'm going to drag it over to the beginning so that my video will actually start where I want it to. Sorry, my video has music in it, sorry, so I'm not going to play too much. So then, let's say, so there's a part in here where I move between movements. Okay, so let's say that this is the part that I want to get rid of. So this is the part where I messed up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click again. I'm going to go to slice, and this time I actually want to keep both sides because I don't want my video to fully end here, and I don't want to get rid of stuff on the left. So I'm going to go with keep both sides like I did before. And then it creates that second video. So now what I want to do is go and find the part where I actually start my movement, which is right there. So this is where I want my video to continue. So this part here is what I don't want. So I can either do the right click, slice, and keep both, and then delete that one part, or here's a great spot of the let me keep the right side. So it gets rid of that part, but keeps this part so I can keep going. But I don't want this black thing there, so I'm going to click and drag again to right that end. So now, and we might hear a little noise, sorry. So now my video continues. Sorry about the skipping. My computer is running low on space. So that's an easy way for you to just be able to get out the stuff that you don't want. You can zoom in or zoom out on the seconds on how you want. If I want to add a second video in here, what I'm going to do, just so I don't have to, so let's say I wanted to keep this part, but get rid of this part, I can either right click and go remove clip, or I can press delete. And then I'm going to take my second video, my I've started over video, I'm going to drag it down here, and now I've got my two videos together. And again, I can go through the same process for this one to get rid of this intro video stuff. I hope that helps. If you got questions, feel free to ask. But that's an intro to just getting rid of our mess ups in video, and a program that you can use for Mac or PC. The other benefit of this is this program, the way this is set up is extremely similar to iMovie, to Adobe Photoshop Premiere, to Camtasia. Adobe Photoshop Premiere is advanced and doesn't quite actually work like this. It's a lot harder, so I wouldn't recommend that as a starting one. Camtasia you have to pay for, and if you want the videos to be saved, you have to pay unless you want the trial, which will basically make a video that has a watermark along it. But this is a free version you can use that someone mentioned, and if you've got questions, let me know.